LPBW insiders reveal shocking reason behind Matt and Caryn's split. In a bombshell revelation that has shaken fans of Little People, Big World, LPBW, insiders close to the Roloff family have come forward with stunning details behind the shocking split between Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler. What was once seen as a picture-perfect romance has unraveled in a whirlwind of emotional tension, conflicting goals, and long-standing issues buried beneath years of public smiles and televised bliss. The split comes as a surprise to many fans who watched Matt and Caryn grow closer over the years following Matt's divorce from his ex-wife, Amy Roloff. Their relationship, marked by tropical vacations, shared ambitions, and an apparent ease around each other, seemed solid, if not inevitable. So what went wrong? According to insiders, the reasons are as layered as the family's long-running television saga itself. From fairy tale to fracture, Caryn Chandler stepped into the public eye as Matt Roloff's assistant on the Roloff farms, long before the two confirmed their relationship. After Matt and Amy's marriage dissolved, Matt and Caryn's bond appeared to blossom organically, and by most accounts, their chemistry was undeniable. For years, fans watched as the couple laughed together, supported one another through health concerns, and planned their future. But that future, according to insiders, was never as secure as it appeared. There were cracks in the relationship for a long time, one family confidant revealed. They just did a really good job of keeping it behind closed doors. Those cracks reportedly widened as the couple began to differ on key life decisions, particularly around marriage, family obligations, and the future of Roloff farms. The farm dream turned sour. At the heart of the couple's growing divide, sources claim, was Roloff Farms, the sprawling Oregon property that's been the focal point of the family's legacy for decades. The land has long been a source of contention, especially after Matt's controversial decision not to sell the farm to his children, Zach or Jeremy, despite their interest. While Caryn initially supported Matt's management style and ambitions for the farm, things took a turn when the drama between Matt and his children, particularly Zach, became more public and divisive. Caryn was tired of being in the middle, one insider disclosed. She cared about the kids and hated being seen as the reason Matt kept control. As family tensions rose, Caryn reportedly found herself questioning the role she played in the Roloff family dynamic. She didn't want to be part of a feud. She wanted peace and unity, the insider said. But that just wasn't possible with how things were unfolding. Matt's vision for the farm, converting it into a rental property and a short-term vacation venue, didn't sit well with Caryn either. According to sources, Caryn had always hoped for a quieter retirement, something far removed from the stress of business and family disputes. The thought of being tethered to the Roloff brand indefinitely was beginning to weigh heavily on her. Wedding woes. Another major wedge in the relationship was their diverging views on marriage. For years, fans speculated when Matt and Caryn would tie the knot. Engagement rumors swirled often, especially after Amy remarried Chris Merrick. But while Matt seemed content maintaining the status quo, Caryn reportedly longed for more formal commitment. She was ready for the next chapter, a source close to Caryn revealed. She didn't want to just be the girlfriend anymore, especially not in her 60s. She wanted to feel secure. But Matt's reluctance to remarry allegedly stemmed from the painful lessons of his past. Having gone through a highly public and emotionally draining divorce, Matt was hesitant to walk down the aisle again. He felt like they were fine the way they were. But Caryn didn't agree, the source added. She felt like she was always on the sidelines, always second to his work or the farm. The couple's differing timelines and desires ultimately created an emotional chasm that neither could bridge. The pressure of public life. Beyond their private issues, the constant scrutiny of public life reportedly took a toll on the couple. While Matt is no stranger to the camera, Caryn struggled with the fame that came with being a reality TV personality. Over time, it became clear that the relentless attention was affecting her mental and emotional well-being. She didn't sign up for this level of drama, said an insider. She wanted love and partnership, not headlines and fan theories. Filming for Little People, Big World brought both fame and frustration. Caryn allegedly felt pressure to maintain a cheerful facade, even when things were difficult behind the scenes. She didn't feel like she could be real anymore, the source explained. It was exhausting pretending everything was okay when it clearly wasn't. Matt's deep involvement in production, his desire to control narratives and manage perception, also became a point of contention. Caryn, who values privacy and simplicity, found herself increasingly uncomfortable in the spotlight. Relationship with Amy Roloff. Despite initial awkwardness, Caryn and Amy Roloff had eventually reached a civil rapport. Still, Caryn often felt judged and unfairly portrayed, especially in the early days of her relationship with Matt. Some fans blamed her for the Roloff family's divisions, even suggesting she played a role in Matt and Amy's divorce, claims Caryn has consistently denied. While Amy moved on with Chris and rebuilt her life post-divorce, Caryn remained closely tied to Matt's world. That proximity, some insiders claim, only fueled her internal conflict. It's hard being constantly compared to your partner's ex-wife, especially when you're both on TV, a source noted. It added another layer of tension. Amy's growing role as a grandmother also made Caryn feel sidelined in family gatherings. With Matt spending more time with Amy and their shared grandchildren, Caryn sometimes felt like an outsider in her own relationship. Emotional exhaustion and self-preservation. Ultimately, insiders say Caryn made the difficult decision to walk away not out of resentment, but out of self-preservation. She was just emotionally tired, one insider explained. She had given so much of herself, hoping Matt would eventually meet her halfway. But it never happened. Caryn reportedly expressed that she didn't want to spend the rest of her life feeling unfulfilled or constantly accommodating someone else's plans. She wants happiness. She wants peace. And she deserves that, said someone close to her inner circle. Matt, for his part, is said to be deeply saddened by the split but understands why Caryn made the choice she did. He didn't expect it to end, but he saw it coming, a source said. He thought their love could weather anything. But even love has limits when needs aren't met. What happens now? In the aftermath of the split, both Matt and Caryn are reportedly taking time to reflect and heal. Caryn has allegedly distanced herself from filming and may not appear in future seasons of LPBW. She's said to be focusing on her own wellness, spending more time with family and close friends away from the public eye. Matt remains on the farm, continuing his work on various projects, but sources say the spark that once fueled his passion for the property has dimmed. Without Caryn, the farm feels different. It feels lonelier, a friend confided.